Let's try this again. It is very pretty, I'll give it that. Yes, you just float there. Wanna- Now this works with my brain. Big fish. Trumpet fish, they look more like swords. Like little swordy boys. Friend. Got anything for me? Can I only get one of them? Oh no! Garibaldi. Alright, I guess they just won't let me. Okay. There's a little bit of digital distortion on the audio. I can't tell if that's supposed to be there or... Oh, not what I wanted. Is that coming through? I can totally hear it in my headphones, but I don't... That's weird. Don't like it. Oh, so this is remembering my progress from last time. It remembers all the shells that I got. Devin Townsend is streaming. Remembers my Nautilus. Buddy. I hate swipe text. It used to work all the time, and now it never works. All right. The music is phenomenal. That sense of whimsy it creates with the glockenspiels in there is excellent touch and an excellent tool for that. Might be a xylophone. Has a little more body than I think the glockenspiel might. Seems to be running better than last time, which is good. There's a couple drop frames here and there, but kind of just blazing through this first part because I've already gotten here before. Once we get to where I was, I'll slow down a bit. Now it's starting to not be happy again. Ooh. Yeah, my GPU's not getting that hot. This is what was happening before. My game, like, I can't control anything right now. I did not pause it. This is what was happening before, and this I don't understand. I don't know. It's just this game. I don't know why. Try and keep going. Okay, this is where we were. This is exactly where we were. Nope, go that way. Scaredy! Scaredy, thank you for the raid. How was Dragon Quest? This game is great if it would run properly. I'm still enjoying it, but hard boss RPGs are so weird for me. How's that? This game doesn't have any audio controls, so I am on PS. I am on PC. Yes, and it's having weird graphics card utilization things, where it'll be running fine, and then all of a sudden, like the graphics card will just stop rendering things, and then it'll come back, which is kind of annoying in a game that is kind of all about the visuals and the flow of it, but we're gonna finish it anyway. Alright. Oh, there's a little hole over there. Yeah, I didn't... The only RPG I grew up... Okay. I'm not touching anything. Okay. The only RPG I played as a kid was Pokemon. So, like, real, actual RPG mechanics are something that I've never been exposed to, really. So trying to play them now, especially classic RPGs, is really hard for me, because my brain just does not understand all the systems. Grinding is risky. Could make it harder or easier. I could see that. Alright, I got everything down at the bottom. So that's how I leave. So let's not go there yet. $11 is on my list. It's been on my list since the announcement of the Switch version, because it had so many different variations of the word definitive in it. And I was like, that's probably the version of 11 to get. But now it's gonna be on Xbox Game Pass. I might play it there, I might get it on the Switch, I haven't decided yet. But I plan on playing 11 at some point. Scallop hammerheads. Where'd you go? Come here. You're over there now, I don't want to. Oh, there's... Is that the meditation spot? No, here it is. Oh, what's this? Prides itself on being for everyone and having very simple systems to understand, then maybe it would be a good starting point just to like wrap my head around RPG systems, because that's kind of what had to happen with it's hard to watch. That's what happened with the Witcher games. Is I got gifted The Witcher 3 like a bunch of years ago. Manatee. And I tried playing it, and I just did not understand all of the game's mechanics. But then I went back and I played the earlier games to kind of like wrap my head around what is a Witcher game? And that helped me. And then I went back to 3, and it was like one of my favorite gaming experiences I've ever had. And then I lost my job and never finished it. Yay. There's one. Oh, no. Oh, down, please. Thank you. I always want to keep using the stick to move him, but the stick just aims him. So I end up just like whipping around. Yeah. Like that's the thing about RPGs, like turn-based combat, cool, I get that. But it's the million different systems and like abilities and jobs, and I'm like, I don't, my brain is not equipped for this. Well, let's look over here. What's that? So I can leave there, but what's this? Will I be coming back here? This game is so loud. I ran into that problem with Machinarium where it did not have volume settings. That one I assumed was because of how old it was. This one just doesn't have them. I guess I could go into... You know what? Try volume. It's already at half volume. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. Have a good day. It was already at half max volume. Now it's at quarter volume. Okay, game. Okay. Okay. I'm not touching the controller. I'm not... I don't understand why it's doing that. And I tried streaming this last week, and this was happening, and like I stopped stream and spent like 2 hours trying to figure out what was going on. Was it a RAM issue? Was it a GPU issue? Was it the Windows? Was anything on my end? And looking online, it doesn't seem like a lot of people have this problem, so I can't really do that much deduction, because I don't know all that much about how computers work. I just dribbled water all over myself. Well, I don't want to just turn Windows volume down, because my alert sounds are where I want them, and they're from desktop audio. So I need to turn the game down specifically, which I can do in this game. I just did it now in Volume Mixer, but in Machinarium, like there was no volume option in there either. Oh, I see. I've got to find the change. I see. Now I gotta go after the other one. Yeah. That way. Right. I did not pause the game. I don't know if it's like a part of the coding of the game that like what is happening? To avoid a crash, it goes to pause, but like when it really, really struggles, like it just did twice, it will pause. Like it will go to the pause menu to just like stop everything from happening. I'm not swimming anymore. Not doing that. Like, this is what's frustrating about this, is like, I wanna just like, I mean, this would be frustrating about any game, but like, I feel like it's doubly so for a game that is about just like the flowy, the flow of the game and like the beautiful visuals and the atmosphere and everything. And when it just freaks out, it's like, well, I think what it is the graphics card is behind on outputted frames. So when I am like telling the character to go, yeah, I took my finger off the trigger, but the frames where I would have been moving haven't been rendered yet. So I think it catches it in a loop where it still has to render, it's still rendering frames of motion because it's behind, even though I've taken my finger off the controller. If that makes sense. I don't think I worded that quite right. Because I only ever lose control like that during a frame lag. Shark. Can I go over here? If he came from here? Well, he was just hiding behind the curtain. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, this game is a couple years old now. And the 2070 Super, like, it should be no problem. And like, when I was doing all my investigative, like, whose fault is the problem, I ran a bunch of other games. Granted, they were a couple years old as well, but like, absolutely no issues. I was running The Witcher 3 at ultra max settings, 1440p, and it was running absolutely flawlessly, no, like, perfect frames. Like, I didn't have a counter, but more than 60 FPS, and only utilizing 12% of my GPU. And I also tested BioShock Infinite, and that was running perfectly fine. So I think it's Abzu. And I'm wondering if it could be a bad install, Maybe I might have to uninstall it and install it again. I haven't tried that. It could also just be the PC version is poorly optimized, but I haven't seen that many people complain about frame issues like that. This game is beautiful though, and the music is lovely. There is that little bit of like whiny, high-pitched digital distortion going on that's a little distracting, but not the end of the world. Yeah. Lower this. Just reduce some of that glare. Whale sharks. I also kind of feel it, because like I want to explore all these areas, and I feel like you're supposed to, but I also, because of how the game's running, I'm like, if I see a big room with a lot of stuff in it, part of me is like, I need to get out of this room as fast as possible, because if I don't, the game is going to freak out. Which I feel like is kind of taking away from my experience with the game. Which is a bit of a bummer, but so they took the water from that they put it under the bridge, and that let the fish fly, and then the plants grow. I understand storytelling. There's more. Oh, you want me to look at this? Cool. Okay, I see it. The plants stopped growing. That one broke. These show up, or was this already here? We've been going into these, we've separated the area. And he gets a blue glowy ball from it. Yeah, I have this set to, I believe I'm on medium settings and 1080p resolution. and like it's not helping. I believe I put it to low settings last time I was trying this to see if that helped, and it didn't. So I don't know if it, I don't know what's going on. Not a bit. They are so fossil-like. Oh God. Oh God. Not responding. Okay, my controller disconnected. Reconnect? There. Now that, I don't know if that was the game or the controller. Definitely struggling. Okay, chart. And the other big was an auto pause. The other big fish that we've been getting when we open up the thing. Like offerings of some sort with the shark. Like everything else on my computer is totally fine. I'm not bottlenecking anywhere. Like I'm anywhere from like 12 to 20% CPU usage, 30% RAM usage. It's just the GPU will not stabilize its usage. Can you please not do that? This is like upsetting. That I just can't even play the game. It's the whole way through. It was a little nicer this time up until the point I stopped last time. So I'm wondering if it's just some really weird optimization of like the first time the game has to load an area, it totally struggles. Because I got past the second, like, you go into the spirit world thing last time, and that's where I stopped, and it was doing this the whole way. But then today I started a new game, and up until that point it was pretty much totally fine, and then after that the problems came back. So I'm like, if I finish this game and then boot up a new game and it works totally fine the whole way through, I'm gonna be so mad, and I don't understand how that even gets optimized like that. Like, that's so bizarre. whale. More whales. Oh. Big lad. Goblin shark. He's a Dumbo octopus. And horseshoe crabs. So were the pyramids already here? Yeah, I figured. Like, did we make them? Like our people? What is that, like 4 frames a second? Area. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the problem is, but I don't know how to fix it. Yeah, calm down. I'm going over here for a second. Ooh. Stop drifting. It's not... Okay, no, go down. No. It's like when it lags like that, I can't even control the game right. Thank you. It has the problem in both. I'm in full screened now because when I was doing my like experimenting, I switched it to Windows and windowed and it didn't help. So I'm just keeping it full screen. I can't switch between them without restarting the game. That one rendered a little bit better. It might be, but when you Google, like, is anyone else having huge problems with Abzu? All you find is people being like, nah, works fine. I'm not having any problem. Like, there are no forum posts about people having these kinds of problems. The only things I was able to find was like very, very, very minor frame rate issues and people being like, well, just turn your settings down. And they're like, okay, cool, that fixed it. From like however many years ago this game came out. Like, that's when all the posts happen. No one is having this problem, apparent. All right, we gotta help the shark now. Honestly, I hope it's just a bad port and not some underlying problem that I'm going to have to deal with again later. Because, like, I only tested a couple games, but they're pretty visually demanding games, but they are also several years old, like more than 5 years old. So they should be super, super easy to run on even, like, low-end modern hardware. If it's not just a bad port, I don't know how to deal with it. 'Cause... And I'm stuck in a loop. Stop swimming. And the music isn't stuttering. So it's not it's not the whole game that's chugging. It's just the visual. So I'm like, how does that even happen? No, go. Please. 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 Please just go. No. Stop. I can't even pause the game to get out of it. Where even was that thing I was trying to get? Opa! Oh. Not respond. Cool. I tried to look up a new idea for what might be wrong, and Google's just like, yeah, that's not a valid search. I don't know how to interpret that. Wow, thanks. Squid. Squid. I can't ride the squid. Why can't I ride the squid? I can't ride the squid. Fine. Okay. Well, That actually makes me a little more heartened that maybe it is the game's fault. If someone else also booted it up and was just like, it's not working right. Hey, I got an easy way to deal with your problems. I'm gonna just swim above you. I don't know why I'm brute forcing this game so hard. Or like, I don't care if it's broken, I'm gonna finish it. But I am. Like, it has to be that this game is just optimized like crap for PC, right? Yeah, the way it started for me is that the frame rate dips would be really minor. And they'd only happen like once every 8-12 minutes. But as you get farther into the game, they would happen more and more often, and they would happen for longer and longer. Oh, they're making our little buddies here. And like, I just don't understand. Did I miss something? Making more mines. Cool. Let me look at it. Stop moving the camera. Stop auto-moving the camera. Stop auto-moving the camera. Oh no. Okay, game's freaking out. Oh, it doesn't let you go over. Yeah, it does remind me of Control. think that could have been worse. We could have set off a lot more of them. Shark. Oh. Oh. Look at our flippers. Look at how they're rendering. Oh, our little body. So people made the robots and the robots turned against them, and now this robot's gotta fix it. That the idea? Oh, our shark friend. Why is it breathing like that? Aww. Fade. Alright, well. Bye. Oh, you do have to use the control stick now. Do we get to get out of the water? Oh my god. Completely just destroys the moment. This is ridiculous. Okay, now it works like a regular freaking video game. Maybe Abzu's poorly optimized in the opposite direction, where it was designed to be used with lesser hardware. And the game just does not know how to utilize higher end hardware. That might explain why all of the posts about this game that I can find are from around the launch window, and they don't have any problems. Because how many people, like I'm sure some, I am, but how many people are really playing this game for the first time now? Probably not that many. And so there wouldn't be many people reporting on issues if it's newer hardware, just it doesn't know how to utilize it. God, this frame rate, oh my lord. It's like 2 frames a second. That's a long time ago. Come on. Hey, Stitch, welcome. This game runs like garbage. But we're playing it anyway. Will you, please, just swim, please. How you doing, Stitch? Come on. Oh my god. Turn, please. Yes, this is the perfect... That is the perfect use of that emote. 'Cause... Oh! I can't move the camera. There we go. Nope, now it's moving the camera forever. This is incredible. I didn't buy this game, so that's my one, like, saving grace. I got this game for free as one of Epic's weekly free games. So I didn't pay any money for a game that runs like this. All my other games run totally fine. Yeah. Excuse me? What is happening right now? How is this acceptable? Go that way. And like the reason that I'm like part of my brain is worried that it's my computer is that I built this computer a month ago. And so like it's all fairly new. And so I'm like, did I do something wrong? Did something install wrong? Do I have something set up wrong? That? The surgeon? What's possible? I don't remember what I just said. I don't know. I hope not. Because, like I said, the only games I tested were old. I just know that they were fairly visually demanding, but I don't know that they're good benchmarks nowadays anymore. Like, what other games do I have that would really push my system? Just to make sure that it's the game, not my computer. These big old eyes. Ichthyosaurus. That's right. Dinosaurs. I want to ride a dinosaur. A lasmosaur. Maybe. I honestly don't know. I don't know if it works that way or not. I don't know enough about it, but maybe. And maybe it's like touring is what it doesn't like. The architecture. Dunkleosteus. Oh, I know those. The armored guys. Okay, but over there is the thing. I don't know enough about how computers really work to even know where to begin with that. I did a couple things when I built it, just following I changed what Jay's 2 cents told me to, which was 2 settings in 3D settings. That basically it was prioritize performance and one other that he was I've never seen this cause problems. I've only seen it improve stuff. And I was like, all right, good enough for me. It couldn't be a BIOS issue, could it? Like a motherboard driver? That doesn't sound right. Because now I'm just thinking of all the things I did when I built the computer, And one thing, like when it was at the step of like, all right, update all the drivers on your motherboard. And I went to MSI's website and I'm like, half of these, I have no idea what the hell they are. But it sounds like I wouldn't need them. Because they're not split up by board, they're just the general, here's all the driver types. So I did some of them, but not all of them. And I've had my computer like, oh God. Oh God, look at him. Like, this computer has had absolutely zero problems. There, like, absolutely nothing has been weird or broken or anything until I booted up Abzu. Oh my. Ugh. Ugh, that frame rate. Open the door. Good. Oh, this is so I'm continuing, but like this is like just about unplayable. And like I wouldn't even know where to begin in tweaking settings cuz I don't even know what's going wrong. Maybe it's RAM, like the GPU's VRAM, because this is an 8GB card, and then I have 32GB of RAM. I have Task Manager pulled up. The dedicated GPU memory, well, you say that. You say that as it's really struggling to do this. The dedicated GPU memory has never gone higher than 2.7 out of 8. Like, it's locking itself at 2.7, and I'm wondering if it's just running out of RAM. Is there somewhere I can go to allocate, like to force the GPU to use more RAM with this game? Because I genuinely don't know. And I don't want to just go clicking around and accidentally break something. Oh, this is like the real world version of that place. Can I just go down? Oh, chains are connected to those things up there. this is just me being dumb. This is me just not controlling him correctly. Go in. That almost just, the way that cut in almost just sounded like a... sounded like a Windows notification. Yeah, we got our friend back. Oh, it didn't like that. Oh, wow. This would be very pretty if it was running at a decent frame rate. I'm swimming very fast now. I'm fast swim boy. Okay, okay. Oh, that's the cliff. Okay. Maybe a little too fast. Yeah, fuck you. Okay, okay, come on, come on. Yeah, well, humans fucking suck. They deserve it. No, no, no. I can't. Get back in the water. No, not that deep. Oh my God. This is supposed to be like the happy, wonderful, peaceful, triumphant part of the game where you just destroy the robots and it's beautiful and pretty and you're glowing gold. And the game is just fighting me at every turn. Come on. Didn't want to do that. This is disgusting. This music is beautiful. These colors are beautiful. This frame rate is disgusting. Yeah, I think I remember when it teaches you that. But it's not super easy. But like, it worked. The game did it for me. It's not super clear exactly how you have to execute it, but whatever, we broke it. How's it floating like that? Oh my god. All right, fish. No, don't. Go under. Stop. Turn. What is happening? I don't know what direction I'm facing. Jesus Christ! There's so many fish just fucking everywhere. That's like, I can't see what I'm doing. My computer is not rendering it properly. Like, oh. All right, we're back, bitch. We did it. We saved the world! Oh, God. Okay. This might be pre-rendered. That might be why it's the frame rate is okay. This is running fine. Nope, there was better. I made it through. People were. The people who made this game did a very good job. I am not going to blame any of the issues that I had on this game, on the people who made it, any of that, because I know that's not the case. I have seen this game played, and I have heard many people talk about people play this game and it has zero problems, and people love this game and it's beautiful and amazing. I just have some real bad luck, is what I'm going with. Okay, now it's chugging again. I'm uninstalling this game from my computer as soon as I'm done with this, because holy shit. Have they? Maybe that was what it was. Yeah, because I don't know if this was parallel developed. Like, did it launch for the PS4 and then get ported to to PC, or was it a simultaneous launch? I genuinely don't know. Oh god, even the title screen doesn't know how to... Alright. Well. How about that? Close the game. Alright, well, I've only been streaming for just under 2 hours. Let's see who did the PC port. Okay. Extremely constant. Came out in 2016. It recommends 2.4 gigahertz quad core CPU. I have a 5 gigahertz. Well, I have a max. Turbo's up to 4 something. I have a base speed 3.79 8-core CPU. I think 8 cores. 8 gigabytes of RAM. That's what it has to have been. Because they recommend 8 gigabytes of RAM. And my GPU never utilized more than 2.7. It capped there. I've had the task manager up the entire time I was playing. It never went higher than 2.7. I think that was the problem. I think it just was not using the RAM that it should have been using. Did I change it? Oh, just okay. We're in just chatting now. Well, it's not being bottlenecked by the RAM. It's just not using the RAM. Because my GPU has 8 gigs of RAM and my PC has 32 gigs of RAM. At like 3200 megahertz. It's like decently fast RAM. It's almost like RTX 70 Super 0.7 bytes RAM. Yeah, it's not. All of the problems that I'm finding, like all of the forum posts are like, my CPU is at 80%, but my GPU is only at 30. And that's not the problem that I'm having. My CPU was at like 19 the whole time, and my GPU, like when the game was running well, would be at about 80% utilization, which is where it should be. But then when the game would tank, it would drop down to 17%, which is what 17% is what it's at right now. The game not running, and that's just what it's utilizing for OBS, because I'm using the hardware and I'm using NVIDIA's hardware encoder. So like it would be working fine, and then the GPU would just stop running the game and then come back up. But I can't find any post referring to that problem anywhere, because Google's like algorithm, it used to be you could search a full sentence and it would give you the one super obscure result that's exactly what you're looking for. Now, with its freaking keyword algorithm, it's impossible to find anything specific. It's like, I am having this specific problem, but it will not show me anything related to that problem. Yeah, because all of this stuff is... Excuse me. Yeah, it's all just... My GPU is only at 30% utilization. It's all on my CPU. I'm like, that's not what's happening to me. So what can I do about it? Out. Yeah, and it's using 1 gigabyte of dedicated memory, which means it was only using 1.5 gigabytes of RAM to run that game. Yeah, 1070 I had before this. What CPU is this guy using? A 2070X or a 2700X. This is just so bizarre. No, it's not, because it's not just a standard low frame rate issue. Like, it's just maxed out, bottlenecked somewhere, and the frames just aren't coming out. It's a jump, and it's a spike and a drop all over the... It's not like it's running at 30 frames as opposed to 60 frames. It's like it's running fine, and then it's running at 2 frames a second, and then it goes back to being fine. I don't know. It's more frustrating just because I don't know what to do about it. I don't know. I am at a loss. That was a short. I've only been going for about 2 hours, but I'm kind of thinking I want to just call it. No one's live. No one that I follow. In the control panel. Well, a little late for that. We finished it, but hopefully it was an Abzu-centric issue, and that just it's not that games just won't run on this, because I played Machinarium, that was fine. I ran Bioshock Infinite, that was fine. I ran Witcher 3, that was fine. Those are old games, but pardon me, still. I ran emulators. Emulators were fine with upscaling and everything. 1440p was a bit much on upscaling, but that's because emulators, it's not just like running a game. They got to do a bunch of other stuff. I'm not following anyone that's live. Does anyone have any suggestions? I don't know how to get to... Well, who are people that I follow hosting? Yeah, I don't know. This is frustrating. I'm just sitting here silent because I'm not sure whether I want to end things or not. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I'm waiting to see if this is actually going to go through. And it's not. Okay. I don't know. Just sitting here in silence now. Let's play some. So I try and find someone. Trying to see if anyone has a link to the neighborhood watch in their about, because I'm not part of it and I'm not in the Discord, but I'm like, no one I follow is live. I can't find. I can't find. I don't know, man. I am gonna end it here. I'm just gonna figure some stuff out, let some stuff play. This has been a weird one, but we finished it, and thank you everyone who stopped by. Thank you, Scaredy, for the raid. Thanks for hanging out, Joshua, Caleb. I don't know which name to call you by. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm streaming again tomorrow at like 1 Central Time. So maybe I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
ItsaGiuseppe, thank you so much for the raid of 1. Hi, how you doing?